Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Structural Funda. Myself Hiten Kenny, and today we are going to learn about how to calculate compressive strength of Indian Standard Angle section with single leg loading. It means that eccentric loading. We have given single ISA 75-75-8. It means that equal angle section with overall height as 1.2 meter and eccentric loading is given. At each end, single bolts are provided. It means that total two numbers of bolts are provided with fixed condition. So from fixed condition, we will have the effective length. Now going for the solution, first of all, we are going to find out effective length, which is equal to KL. Now for the fixed condition, K is equal to 0.65 into L is given as 1200 mm. So our effective length is 780 mm. Now second step is classification of section for the effective area. Now B by T and D by T both are equal according to the section 75 by 8, which is equal to 9.375 is less than 15.7 epsilon. It means it is okay. Now second step is B plus D by T, which is equal to 18.75 is less than 25 epsilon. It means it is okay. Now both the criteria is satisfied, hence the gross area is taken as effective area and gross area is given in the steel table, which is equal to 1138 mm square. Now we have given the eccentric loading. So according to the IS 800-2007 from page number 48, first of all we are going to calculate the value of K1, K2 and K3 constant, which is going to be used in calculation of effective slenderness ratio. Now we have given single bolt at each end with fixed condition. So from table number 12, page number 48, we have K1 is equal to 0.75, K2 is equal to 0.35 and K3 is equal to 20. Now K1, K2 and K3 factors are taken from fixed condition or hinge condition according to the given data. Next part is lambda VV, which is equal to if we calculate the denominator thing, it means epsilon into square root of pi square e by 250. It means epsilon is generally 1. Square root of pi square e is taken as 2 into 10 raised to 5 divided by 250. We have denominator part as 88.813 in each and every term. So capital L is 1200 mm. RVV from the steel table is 14.6 mm divided by 88.813. The value is 0.9254 as a lambda V. Now calculating the next part, lambda 5, which is equal to now B1 and B2 is 75 divided by 2 into 8 divided by epsilon into square root of pi square e by 250 is 88.813 is equal to 0.1056. It is for lambda 5. Now going for the calculation of lambda E according to the close, all the values, K1 is equal to 0.75 plus K2 is equal to 0.35 into lambda VV square, which is equal to 0.9254 plus K3 is equal to 20 into lambda 5 square, which is 0.1056 square. Lambda E is equal to 1.128. After getting the lambda E, we have phi is equal to 0.5 into 1 plus alpha into lambda minus 0.2 plus lambda square. We have pi is equal to 1.364. Now next term is Ceylon factor, which is stress reduction factor, which is equal to 1 divided by 5 plus square root of phi square minus lambda square, which is equal to 0.470. Now after getting the value of stress reduction factor, we have FCD is equal to Ceylon into Fy by gamma m0, which is equal to 0.47250 by 1.10 is equal to 106.82 megapascal, and the design compressive load PD is nothing but effective area into FCD. Now effective area is 1138, FCD is 106.82, which is equal to 121.56 kilonewton. It means that we have to find the lambda E in terms of lambda VV, lambda 5 as well as K1, K2 and K3 factor. After getting the lambda 5, lambda VV and all the factors, we will get the lambda E value. After getting the lambda E, we have to find the value of non-dimensional constant phi. After getting the value of phi, we will have the stress reduction factor, and after stress reduction factor, we are going to calculate the design compressive strength, and from design compressive strength, we get the design load. Thank you.